Hey everybody, this is Neil, and I am back with some VASSAL lessons. This time around, I'm going to call them VASSAL 201. These are some advanced lessons and topics relating to VASSAL, how to configure VASSAL, and how to make your scenarios pop a little more within VASSAL. This first one's going to be pretty quick. I'm going to show you how to split your windows within VASSAL to give you more real estate if you're playing on, say, a laptop or a single monitor setup. Conversely, if you're playing on a multi monitor setup, splitting windows can also help you with more real estate because you can place some of your information windows on another monitor, such as dice rolls or counter trays or that sort of thing. So either way, it'll help you by splitting windows. The way VASL launches default when you first install it is all the windows are combined, meaning um, the informational window where all your line of sight checks and die rolls scroll by is here at the top. And then if you jump into picking counters, it'll pop it onto the side here. Or if you want to connect to the server, it'll pop it over to the right here. Um, by splitting windows, it'll pop all of those into individual windows that can be dragged around, and I'll show you how to do that. So let me just close the server window and the counter window. So to turn split windows on, just go File, Preferences. I'm assuming you have an old scenario loaded up. If you've gone through my VASSL 101 videos, you should know how to completely go from installing to have a scenario set up and ready to play, or ones that you've already played. So I'm assuming you've gone through the basic VASSL 101 videos and you're ready for 201. So I'm not going to show you how to set up scenarios, load scenarios. I assume you know how to do all of that. So you want to go to Preferences and you want to click on this Use Combined Application Windows, which is a default. We're in the combined application window mode right now. So if you turn the combined application window option off and hit OK, it requires a restart of VASSL, not the VASSL engine, but a reload of the VASSL module. So click that off, hit OK, and just close VASSL. And that'll take you back to the VASSL engine launcher and reload the module, the VASSL module. I'm running 6.51 right now, or 6.5.1. Reload that quickly, and when you come back, all of those windows will be no longer combined. They will be popped out. Let me just reload the save game I had a minute ago. Excuse me. And there you go. So the top window is no longer there. The informational window is now in its own separate pop-out window here. And if you're playing on a, like I said, if you're playing on a laptop or a small monitor, you can just highlight the play window and that'll pop behind. And you can Alt Tab to get back to it if you want. If you have a multi-monitor setup, you can just drag that down to another window and get it out of the way, but you can still see all the information there, which is very handy. Now, if I open up another window, let's open up the counter window here. It's now its own separate window. And you could dock it to the side if you have room, or again, just drag it down to another window or turn it off. The server window is the same. It's actually on here. It pops up. You can connect to the server there. Drag it down to another window so you can, or another monitor to look at it if you need the information, or just turn it back off. So that's it. If you want to convert back to the combined window, just go back into preferences, turn that check mark back on, and close VASSL and restart it, and you'll be back into combined window mode. But you can see this gives you a lot more real estate to display your map. Um, all you have at the top is your counter menu for pulling counters and basically your map board. and your dice on map if you have your dice on the map on the right like I do. Now, if you're used to rolling, I guess this is a conundrum here. If you're used to rolling dice um, by clicking on the, the die roll buttons that are normally at the top here in the informational area, that's normally docked at the top, um, that's now docked in this separate window. So what you might want to do is turn on the option where the dice are on the map and they show up on the right here. And if you don't know how to do that, let me show you how to do that real quickly. So in order to do that, just go up to the little squad leader guy in the upper right, the orange squad leader guy. Click on that and click on toolbar activation. I have it on right now, so let me click it off. Yours might look like this, where there's nothing over on the right. So let's turn it back on. Toolbar activation. And now all your die roll buttons that are normally would be at the bottom of your informational window, which in this case is not docked anymore. It may be behind your play window or on a different monitor. All these die roll buttons are now on the side here, so you can easily roll without having to pop back and forth between your no longer combined window and your play window. So this is the way I usually try to play. Um, I have the roll activation bar over on the right, and I have dice on the map. Easy to see your dice and your opponent's dice. So that's it. The next episode, or some of the upcoming episodes or lessons I'm going to have are how to create log files, combine log files, and continue log files, how to customize the QC bar up here, the quick counter bar. I'm not sure that's what QC stands for, but that's what I call it. The quick counter bar. You can customize this to look any way you want. You can add and subtract from it. And then I'm going to jump into how to use the VASSL template program. And some of these may be in a different order than I'm referring to right now, but I'm going to jump into, I think, 3 videos on how to use the VASSL templates program. The basics, how to use the basics, how to integrate information from chapter H into your scenario, and how to use the new feature that's coming in upcoming version called the VASSL templates dice stats. It allows you to import your log file into the VASSL templates program, and it does all this statistical number crunching on your VASSL dice rolls, which is really very interesting. So that's it for this lesson. Look for some new ones coming up in the future. I'm back, so I've got another series of VASSL 201 videos. And until then, roll low, just like this. Boxcars. Yeah!